Well, for more on the matchup between the Jets and the Broncos, we welcome in SNY Jets analyst Willie Colon. Willie, let's start with Zach Wilson, coming off arguably the best game of his career. Pretty crucial mistake, but other than that, he looks pretty good. What's the key to carrying the success he had last week over into this week?
Just playing with confidence. I think he did a great job, like Rob Saleh stated. He was confident in the pocket, his footwork. He threw the ball away when he had opportunities. He took big shots, and he just looked a lot more poised and ready to go. I think for him, it's just a matter of continuing that and just understanding it's a new game. It's a new outfit. Valid, the Denver Broncos aren't very good. They don't have a very good defense, but it's still about him managing the offense and being competent within the offense. If he's able to do that, I expect another big game from Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson hasn't thrown an interception in 2 straight games, so definitely getting more consistent there. Now, with the restrictions lifted on Breece Hall, what do you think that means for the offense?
You know, when I hear that, it's just a matter of just being committed to the run. We know Breece Hall is ready to go, but the Jets have started so slow, and sometimes, you know, it seems like they run away from the run game. You know, and they're able to have an impact in the run game. You have to be committed to running the ball, and those guys up front have to do a lot better. And I think they did a lot better last week. But that front five. This is the 5, hopefully, by the grace of God, they stay together and they continue to play together, because the longer they play together, they're going to be better for that run game. They did a great job pass blocking against Chris Jones and company from the Kansas City Chiefs. However, running the ball has to be a part of their identity, because that's going to help Zach Wilson as well.
Yeah, Breece Hall has only had 32 carries through 4 games. Saleh says they would love to see him get going in this one. A lot has been made of Nathaniel Hackett's return to Denver. How much does the revenge narrative truly motivate players and coaches, do you think?
You know, for me, I hope they lean into it. I hope they don't run away from it. I know they don't want to use it as a distraction. They don't want to make more of it than what it is. But, you know, Nathaniel Hackett, he's a Jet. You know, he's a Jets coach. And if I'm in that locker room, I'm telling the guys in the locker room, we're playing for coach, man. You know, it was ugly what Sean Payton did by making those comments, because you never want to, you know, throw smut at a guy's prior job. But, you know, right now, Nathaniel Hackett, you know, if I'm those guys in the locker room, I'm using that motivation. I'm using that talk as some type of gusto, some type of fuel to go into this game. Everybody knew when the comments came out from Sean Payton and Aaron Rodgers responded that week 5 was circled. But here we are. I hope the boys come out fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, nothing like something to motivate the locker room. Yep. Well, no DJ Reed this week. He remains in concussion protocol. No Brandin Echols either. How do you think the Jets secondary will respond and adjust to these missing holes?
You know, I think they'll be fine. I think the next man up will probably be Breece Hall. I think I know he hasn't played a lot at that position, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be fine there. It's just a matter of this Jets secondary maximizing the opportunities. We've seen time after time drop interceptions. If they're able to convert some of those turnovers into touchdowns, that's going to make it more of a solid team and a better threat on the defensive side of the ball. So those guys are going to be fine. I trust Sauce. I trust the secondary. It's just a matter also of that front four being able to get after Russell Wilson, too. That's going to be big.
So obviously no one expected the Jets to be in this position. They've now lost 3 straight, and they have the Eagles on the horizon. How crucial is it that the Jets get the win over the Broncos this weekend?
It's everything. You know, when Aaron Rodgers got here, it was this team talking about a potential Super Bowl. Well, now they're talking about potentially making the playoffs. And in order to get to the playoffs, you got to start winning games. Obviously, they had the sluggish start. They had a catastrophic injury in Aaron Rodgers, but now Zach Wilson's at the helm. And it's a matter of this team just starting faster. They've started so slow in so many of their games. But on the flip side of that, they've also battled to remain competitive. But that narrative is old. They have to start fast, become dominant, be efficient, stay ahead of the chains, and allow this defense, who I think is worldly, to not only get turnovers, but really be more physical, be physical at the line of scrimmage and really impose their presence. If they're able to do that, man, they'll be fine. But they have to start faster, and a lot of that comes with just coming out the locker room ready to go from the door.